It's about 9:15, and I'm sick of the digital world and all the. I really got worked up. It wasn't until later because even my best friend, he's doing it. It appears that AccuWeather really kind of has a monopoly on Android, where the temperature that you see, that's usually in your like little clock circle and stuff like that, is all coming from AccuWeather. And when you tap on the icon, it gives you the the hourly for the day, and then it gives you the rest of the week to whether you can punch on and check by hourly forecast. And later on, when I decided to go to look at long range forecast, I went to the AccuWeather website only to find that the forecast that goes to connects to some section of AccuWeather. That forecast that I was talking about, where it's like going to be 5 or more nights at 26 or 27 degrees, or no, not according to their primary website. So I got kind of worked up over apparently nothing. At most, we might have maybe 3 nights that are going to be rather chilly, but right now I can tell you right now, it's 9 something o'clock at night. It's probably still 58 degrees, 56 degrees. It's going to be warm really all night. They say all tomorrow night, which is directly contradicts the forecast that comes up when you punch the little weather icon on your homepage. Jeez, I'm pissed off. And it's really pretty much what they said, you know, a week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. They were saying there would be, maybe some precipitation and, well, they actually originally said 29 degrees, and now it's 27 degrees on the morning of the ninth, and maybe the night before it'll be 26. But I'm only seeing really right now only 3 nights that are really of any concern to me, instead of 6 and having to possibly lay out 300, and because the cheapest hotel I could find was no smoking. There's no use even going. Like I said, if I have to go out of the room every hour to smoke, go out into the cold and the wind and shit like that, it's so, geez, I just feel like I've just pulled back from the edge of the cliff, and so glad I'm not, don't jump the gun quickly. Didn't make any reservations, didn't do anything, just kind of let the booking company kind of let them know if I'm looking for a room, I'm going to be real picky, and let it know what my budget limits are. It had reset my budget limits. So sorry about all that. I've wasted 40 something minutes of your time thinking out loud, based upon what is clearly a kind of a weather terrorist version of the weather. It's their main website. It's got all the radar links, all everything. It's totally different. The forecast for the next week is is hourly and daily. It's all radically different, like 20, 25 degrees difference, especially during the day. It's so. Well, they're saying tomorrow it's going to be 71, or so, on the main AccuWeather website. It said where the forecast here was saying it was going to be like 61 or some 10 degrees cooler, and then starting to head towards so sorry about that. I'm sorry if I got y'all worked up or worried or something like that. But that pisses me off. I know now to really not rely upon to never rely on that little icon again. It was just easier than having to hit Google and go to search, because I don't like having a bunch of icons. I'm not an app hoarder. I don't want to have a bunch of icons on my home page. I just want the ones that I use the most. Anyway, I'm done. It's 5 or 6 minutes. I think I've explained they were giving me bullshit information. It's appears to be, especially even tonight. I know that the cold front is supposed to hit like really not till I think they're saying 10 a.m. Sunday. The winds shift from out of the south to the northwest or something, or the west northwest. And that's typical for what's coming off the Pacific, but there's no Canadian clipper joining them with that. There's very little chance, not very much chance of precipitation. Might be frozen, but I got all worked up over something that was just kind of the typical climatology, weatherology bullshit. They just can't seem to keep their story straight. They're, I've been calling them for decades. I call them weather terrorists. That's their job, is to get you alarmed, and this time they just pissed me off, and I know that they're unreliable in their reporting. So anyway, I'll let you go. I may finish watching the movie I'm watching. It's not very good, and then I'm planning on getting because I got a belly full. I had corn and beef, organic corn and beef broth and coconut oil, and that tinned roast beef was delicious. And then afterwards, I had some organic applesauce. It was just delicious. I got a gut full and really totally satisfied. And I brought my tea kit for in the morning, and I'm hoping for a repeat. Dropping a deuce early and keeping the kind of on schedule. Anyway, my kind of emergency status is downgraded to a couple of three, maybe three really crisp cold nights, which I got plenty to. It's no big deal. Shit. But they were really, I mean, when you're looking at it and you're looking at 5 or 6 days where it's 26, 26, 26, 27, 26, that was what was coming up after. It just looked really bad, and then one day, the Thursday was going to get no more higher than 36 or 37 degrees. And that's a pretty chilly night and day. Actually, it'd be those fucking assholes. I really hate them. I really hate these. God, I was watching one weather dude. It was stuff kind of covering the central part of the country. And I just couldn't believe he was actually wearing that jacket. You could tell he'd probably gained a few pounds since he had bought it. It was a 2-button kind of jacket. It seemed to be matching, but it really technically falls more in the sport jacket kind of category. But the sleeves on it were so short. I've always, when buying a jacket and stuff like that, it's always supposed to come down to the wrist. I was always taught this method where you fold your fingers back, and when you fold your fingers back like that, your fingers should be touching the tip of your jacket, whether sports jacket or a dress jacket. And he had his full cuffs on his shirt was sticking out of that jacket. The sleeves are so short. Never seen a weatherman dressed that badly and stuff. He was just had really, anyway. I'll see y'all later. I'm pissed that I didn't check it earlier, that I was just relying upon just the same company, AccuWeather, but 2 totally different forecasts for the next, 7 to 8 days. Really had me going. Fucking hate them. I'll let you go.